As we're getting toward the end of the month, it is time for our channel update for the month of December. Coming up. Hi and welcome to the Underwater Filmmaking School, and thank you so much for tuning in again, guys. Now, normally around this time of the month we would publish our news flash, but because there wasn't a lot of very exciting things happening in the underwater imaging department in December, we've decided to skip the news flash for this month and concentrate on the channel update, simply because there's quite a few things that I want to share with you guys, stuff that is going to happen here on the channel in the near future. So let's not lose any more time and dive right into it. First and foremost, I have an announcement to make. I can call myself officially Swiss champion in underwater videography because the trophy has finally arrived. Yes, this is the trophy. It's not bigger than this. I know it seems a little miniature, which is okay. But I'm very proud to have received this trophy that I can place somewhere in my office now, and hopefully it will be somewhere in the background, in the frame, in all of the future videos. Now, as you know, myself, I was named Swiss champion. My cameraman and friend Sebastian, who's behind the camera right now, he got second in that competition, and him as well, he got his trophy, which, as you can see, is again a little smaller than mine. But that's okay. I'm very proud of you, Sebastian. Thank you very much for being on the team here, and for me it doesn't really make any difference. If you want, you can take this one home today. He's shaking his head. He doesn't want to take that one home. That's okay. So, stop doing stuff behind the camera, Sebastian. Not funny. I'm trying to concentrate. Anyways, so this was the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys. It's all done and dusted. We've got our trophies, and we can move on to concentrate and prepare for the World Championship in Underwater Videography that should take place in October in 2021 on Madeira Island in Portugal. Obviously, with the situation as it is now, we don't really know whether or not this is going to be happening, but if it does, we're going to be there, and we're definitely going to make sure to take you with us along on that trip and document the entire World Championship in Portugal. Now, connected to the trophies and the underwater championship, the Swiss championship in underwater videography, in a recent video, Sebastian and myself, we discussed the challenges of competing at live competitions. If you haven't seen the video, we'll link it up here in the card section. Feel free to go and check that out. In that video, we raised the question whether or not you guys would like us to actually create an underwater video competition ourselves and host one, not a live competition, but a competition where we would give you a specific topic and you would send in your entries for that competition. We would judge your entries and we would make sure to get some sponsors on board with some cool prizes that we can give away to the winning films. We haven't really received many answers. We haven't really received much feedback to that question. So I'm asking you again here, guys, if this is something that you would be interested in. If it is, we'll definitely go forward with creating that competition. If it's something that is not really of any interest to you, we'll just drop it and leave it aside and won't really bother putting our time and effort into that. So if it is of interest to you, make sure to put it down in the comment section, letting us know so we know that this is something that we should follow up in the coming year. Also, in a past video, we talked about a full face mask course that Sebastian and myself want to undertake, simply to be able to communicate while we're shooting underwater, because this is something that has been a little difficult in the past, communicating underwater, trying to tell each other that the shot wasn't in focus and we have to redo it, stuff like that. We have signed up for a course, but unfortunately, because again of the coronavirus situation. The pool was closed and we weren't able to actually undertake the training that is necessary for that full face mask course, but it's not cancelled, it's solely postponed to a later date. We don't really know when it's going to happen, hopefully in the first quarter of 2021, and as soon as we know any more news on that, we'll obviously let you know as well. Now let's talk a little bit about equipment and stuff that is going to happen in the next couple of months. Well, if you've been following the channel, you know that I have gotten the Canon C200 a couple months ago, and it's been one of my major goals to get a housing for the camera and take it underwater and start shooting with that. It's been a little complicated getting to that housing. There's only the company Nauticam that makes actually an underwater camera housing for the C200. We've been in touch with them, and as it looks right now, hopefully we will be able to get a housing for that camera as well in the first quarter of 2021. And ever since I've gotten that C200, Sebastian has been very jealous of that camera. So what did he do? He decided he wants to go for the Canon C300 Mark III, Mark III, Mark II, Mark III. I think it's Mark III, the newest C300 model of Canon's lineup. So obviously he had to beat me on the camera model, and now he's looking into getting the according underwater camera housing for that camera as well. So if all goes well, fingers crossed, we will be standing here within a couple of months time with two housings for the Canon C200 and the Canon C300 Mark III, and we'll be able to take you along on that road, learning and taking these cameras underwater and seeing what they can do in terms of shooting underwater. Another thing equipment-wise that is hopefully going to happen soon here on the channel is the trial of KELDAN's new remote system for their underwater video lights. As you know, if you've been watching this channel for a little while, I am a big fan of the KELDAN underwater video lights ever since I've used them the very first time underwater. And now they've come up with a system to remotely control these lights underwater, and you can also control them over a larger distance underwater. So it's a little different to the other remote controlled systems that other video light manufacturers offer. So we'll get in touch with the KELDAN guys very soon and see if we can get a test model of that remote system and test it extensively on some of the next dives that we'll do here in Switzerland. Something that I'm personally very excited is a personal move that I'll make in March of 2021. The apartment that I've been living at for the past 4 years, I'll be moving out of that apartment and I'll be moving into another apartment closer to downtown Zurich. The thing that excites me most about this entire move is that moving to that apartment, I will actually get access to a proper office, which is not in my living room as it is right now, and I'll be able to actually use that office and make a studio out of that office. So this is something that I'm really excited about, and if you guys do have any ideas on how that studio should look, please feel free to put them down in the comment section. Give me some inspiration. I'm very open to basically anything. I know I've got a room that is gonna be probably something like 4 by 5 meters, something like that. So feel free to hit me up with any ideas on how I should actually make this studio look, because most of the videos, at least the ones that right now I'm filming in my living room, they will be filmed in that studio in the future. So let me know your ideas and maybe I'll incorporate some of them into making that studio look really, really awesome. I know it's a lot of updates on this month channel update, but bear with me guys, I've got only a few more to come, actually one more to come. I would actually like to introduce a hashtag. I would like to introduce the hashtag ask Matthias for anything you want to know about underwater filmmaking. You can use this hashtag in any of your comments on this channel here and across other social media channels, and once you've used that hashtag and I've seen your message, I will make sure to come back to that message in one of the future Q&A sessions that we'll have alongside the channel reviews. To start off the Q&A segment for this month, I would like to come back to a comment made by someone called Laila Suaki, and she asked whether or not I have tried the Paralens Vaquita already and whether or not I have been able to compare it to their dive camera plus, the one that I've extensively tested, and I've got quite a few videos about all these tests here on the channel. Unfortunately, no, I have not had my hands on the Vaquita yet, simply because Paralens apparently has some problems delivering all the orders that they've gotten for the Vaquita. They don't really have a model that they can send me for testing at this stage. They've kind of told me several times that it's going to be next month, that it's going to be next month, that it's going to be next month, and they keep sort of pushing that delivery date back. So I can't really say when I'm going to have my hands on a Vaquita, but as soon as I do, I will definitely test it thoroughly and I will make comparisons to the existing or the older version of the dive camera plus. And yeah, so that's really all I can say regarding the Vaquita right now. If you don't want to wait for these videos, if you want to know about the Vaquita right now, I strongly recommend you guys go and visit Brian Davis Scuba's channel. He's a good friend of mine based in Dubai, and he has gotten his Vaquita a couple of weeks ago already, has been testing it extensively and has come up with a few very interesting results as he was doing these tests. I will link his channel up here in the corner, so feel free to head over there and check out all his videos about the tests that he's done with the Paralens Vaquita. Right, coming to an end of this video today, wrapping it up with actually saying thank you to a couple of people that really mean a lot to me. First of all, I would like to say thank you to every single one of you guys, because you are the ones who make this channel, this community, what it is. Now, we've grown this community in the past 12 months and actually doubled it to around 4,200 members that we have right now at the time of recording this video. I'm grateful for every single one of you and for the input of every single one of you guys. So thank you so much for being part of this community. It really means the world to me. I would also like to say thank you to a couple more people that actually make it possible that we can run this channel here and that we can grow this community and learn from each other the way we do. I would like to thank my friend and cameraman Sebastian, who's behind the camera right now. And I would also like to thank Tom from Fantic, from the store here, that we're able to come every now and then and film some of the episodes here at the store. Also, Tom is the one who is giving us access to all the exciting toys and all the gear that we can test and make all the review videos for you guys. So let's get those two in the frame. Thank you very much, guys, for all your time, help, dedication to this channel. It really does mean a lot to me. So that's all we have to say for today. Christmas is just around the corner. We only have one more thing to say. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There's gonna be a little break here on the channel. We'll be back on January 4th with our next video. Until then, we wish you a fantastic time with your loved ones and family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Do you guys have anything to add to this?
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know it means a lot to us. And we wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you next year, guys. Thank you very much.